How's it going, everyone? I want to take you guys through some PlayStation 5 game news and updates, some smaller scale games, so bear that in mind. We got a brand new free-to-play anime shooter that has been announced. We'll talk that. One of the sleeper titles that I personally wasn't a gigantic fan of this year was Pacific Drive. It got a brand new free update with some new features, so we'll talk about that. I really liked a lot of aspects of Pacific Drive, and we'll talk about that. And Bleach is getting a brand new video game with Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Long time coming for Bleach to make a comeback in the bigger scale video game world. You know, there was that free-to-play mobile title, but they have highlighted one of the most iconic Bleach characters, and honestly, my favorite Bleach character in the game. We'll talk that at the end of this video. I'm excited for Rebirth of Souls and really hoping it turns out well. First up, free-to-play anime-style hero tactical shooter Fate Trigger the Novita has been announced for PlayStation 5. It'll also be coming to Xbox Series, PC, iOS, and Android, and there will be a closed alpha test that'll be running on September the 25th until September the 30th, and you can apply now. Now, this is yet another free-to-play tactical shooter. Fate Trigger the Novita is a 3D anime-style hero-based tactical shooter powered by Unreal Engine 5. Dive into a dynamic world of floating islands, become a sharpshooter with extraordinary special skills, craft your own strategies, and engage in thrilling, spectacular life-or-death showdowns. A massive, powerful, spherical entity hangs high in the sky. The world is fragmented into floating islands, threatened by a spreading disaster that can destroy the battlefield at any moment. You are the chosen warrior, the Awakener, and your mission is to uncover the deep-seated secrets of this new world by shooting your way to ultimate victory. Fight solo or team up as you venture into aerial battlefields, scavenge and craft the best weapons, unleash your shooting prowess and special abilities to dominate your opponent. Are you ready to embark on epic battles and write your name across the sky? Anime heroes storm the battle royal arena. Choose from the diverse roster of anime heroes, each with the unique skills, abilities, and stunning 3D visuals like no other. Become a light whisperer, unleashing devastating strikes via vital beams, or a seafarer, moving swiftly and turning invisible with the power of water. Whether you are a timid bunny who builds pixel fortresses or an elegant scout dazzling your foes with deadly mist and charm, there is always a hero to suit your playstyle. Form your squad and dominate the battlefield with notes of stunning 3D visual audio combat spectacle. Multi-dimensional sky islands are your ultimate playground, and committed to fair competitive play. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. The game doesn't have a release window set yet, but the closed alpha again will be kicking off on September 25th. Given that it's a closed alpha, I would imagine the release is still a ways away, quite possibly, you know, late 2025, around that range. Alright, moving on from that, Pacific Drive was a game that I was very impressed by with a lot of aspects of the game. Honestly, the issue I have with the game, and this is just a personal issue, the survival crafting mechanics, that's just not my cup of tea, you guys. It is what it is. For some people, they can dig that style of gameplay. For me, really did not like that element. What I did love is the atmosphere, the visuals, and even the narrative I thought was pretty interesting. But from an immersion standpoint, I thought Pacific Drive did a phenomenal job. That atmosphere, the visuals, the sound design, tremendous work. I should also note that the deluxe edition of the game is 40% off on the PlayStation Store right now for $21, which isn't a bad price if you do want to check it out. There is a brand new update, a free content update for Pacific Drive, which introduces new gameplay presets and over 50 new settings. There is a cosmetic DLC pack that was also released. That's $4.99. There's no reason to really check that out. They note the major update introduces a range of exciting features, giving players greater control of their car, environment, and overall experience as they navigate the desolate roads of the Pacific Northwest. This is the game's most significant update since its February release, introducing 6 gameplay presets in addition to the default Pacific Drive setup, giving players new experiences such as Iron Wagon, Scenic Tour, and Mechanics Road Trip. For the bravest drivers, Iron Wagon brings a high-stakes challenge where failing a run results in permadeath and the loss of the save file. Meanwhile, Scenic Tour offers a more relaxed, story-driven experience by removing the possibility of death and reducing overall difficulty. So if you're interested in this game from the points that I brought up, that can actually be a route to go as far as playing the game and just getting trapped by the world and the atmosphere, because I think those elements they absolutely nailed. Mechanics Road Trip alters how different types of terrain impact driving and how the car responds to various status effects, adding further depth to the gameplay. These presets can be fine-tuned with over 50 new settings, offering even more ways to experience Pacific Drive. Players can adjust gameplay elements like terrain impact, storm intensity, damage modifiers, and crafting requirements, among others. Additionally, Ironwood Studios has implemented further performance optimizations, delivering improvements across all platforms. platforms. So the free content update again, you've got Iron Wagon, Scenic Tour, Mechanics, Road Trip, you've got Joyride. The same gameplay intention as Pacific Drive, but gathering, crafting, and research requirements are all lower. Damage and failure penalties are minimal. Nuclear Journey, every map will be filled with radiation, and that is harmful to the player. Storms are faster and stronger, hazards and damage are more plentiful, and then Olympic Gauntlet has been added as well. All aspects of the game are much harder, and Extreme Gauntlet to challenge the most dedicated breachers. And then you do also have a bunch of gameplay settings where you can customize the car, and then a couple of free cosmetics have been dropped alongside the paid cosmetics. Pacific Drive is available now to buy, again, $21 on sale, and this free update is available now as well. Lastly, I do want to note that Bleach Rebirth of Souls, the upcoming Bleach fighting game, it's more of an arena fighter. You know, I don't know how many people are going to be excited for that style of game, given that we get so many anime-style games like this, but it has dropped a new trailer highlighting Toshiro Hitsugaya, my favorite character out of Bleach. It's probably Toshiro and Uryu. Growing up, like, those are the characters, those are the two characters that I really gravitated towards. These days, you know, Byakuya is quite fire as well, but Toshiro was such a popular character that they literally created a movie where he was the main character, Diamond Dust Rebellion. That movie was kind of mid, but like Toshiro being the, you know, integral character in that movie, I thought was kind of dope as well. The game itself, I think, looks like a stylish arena fighter. I'm just keeping my expectations in check. Look, there are anime that gain a lot of steam and then Bandai Namco releases a game out of it. Sometimes they turn out well, like Naruto Storm, One Piece Odyssey even. A lot of those games, DBZ Kakarot, of course, those games are great. Kakarot is the style of anime game that I would like to see more anime titles take forth. But Bleach Rebirth of Souls is the first Bleach game in a very, very long time. I think the last time we got a Bleach game stateside was on the DS. I know Heat the Soul was on PSP, but that never came out stateside, and there is that mobile game. Rebirth of Souls is the first major game since also Bleach the anime came back with the 1000-Year Blood War, and that's been received incredibly well. However, we've seen Bandai Namco publish games like that appalling Jujutsu Kaisen game, which legitimately, in my opinion, is one of the worst games of this year. That is how bad I think that game is, and it was so insulting given that they had an Ultimate Edition for $110 or something like that, or maybe it was $100, but it was just very insulting. But I know why they do it, because anime fans, and trust me, you're talking about somebody that lived through this. As a huge Naruto fan growing up, I was playing all the Naruto games, even like Uzumaki Chronicles and the mid-tier ones, but Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash was a legit terrible game, and I just hope Bleach doesn't get done dirty like that, because there's a lot of fandom around Bleach. It's one of the longest running anime, and there was that lengthy break, but it was a part of the big three alongside Naruto and One Piece, and I feel like it never just got that level of just due as far as in the video game realm, and hopefully Bleach Rebirth of Souls can shift that perception. I imagine it's going to be out sometime in 2025. I think from the footage we've seen thus far, it looks like a slick arena fighter, but hopefully it's got some depth to its single-player component as well, and it'll have a little bit of longevity. And I will be very curious, Bandai Namco, are you going to price this at $60 or $70? I am actually really curious on what route they go as far as that's concerned. But that's going to do it for me. Again, free-to-play tactical shooter Fate Trigger, the Novita, has been announced for PS5 and a bunch of other platforms. Pacific Drive has gotten a free update, and I am very skeptical on how Bleach Rebirth of Souls is going to turn out, but I am hoping and praying that Bleach gets, you know, done well as far as its first major big video game release in a long time. And if you want to talk about home console game release, the only one that I can remember was in Bleach Shattered Sword on the Nintendo Wii. Like, it's been a long time since we got a big budget console Bleach title, so hopefully this one does turn out well. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.